And
And I am Avnikant.
we are part of the core team at GDG on campus IIIT Kalyani. Thank you for taking out the time to be here. The purpose of today's session is to give you a clear overview of Winter of Code, what it is, how it works, and how you can make the most out of it. We'll keep this session simple, structured, and beginner friendly. By the end of the session, you should have a clear idea of how to get started, what to focus on, and what steps to take next. So, without further delay, let's get started with Winter of Code 5.0. Before we dive in, let me quickly walk you through what we will be covering in today's orientation. First, we'll start with a brief overview of Winter of Code 5.0 and also talk a little about open source, especially for those who are new to it. Then we'll discuss how Winter of Code can benefit you, whether you are a beginner, intermediate learner, or already familiar with development. After that, we'll go over the timeline of Winter of Code 5.0 so you are clear about all the important dates and phases. Next, we'll explain what organizations are, what projects mean in the context of WOC, and what exactly a proposal is. Once that's clear, we'll walk you through how to apply for Winter of Code step by step. We'll also share some guidance on how to choose the right project, especially if you are confused, unsure where to start. After that, we'll talk about how to write a strong proposal and what mentors usually look for. And finally, we'll end the session with some important tips that can really improve your chances and overall experience. All right, before we get serious, let's address what most of you might already be thinking. When you hear Winter of Code, it can feel like much hacking, many codes, very open source. Wow. Some of you might be wondering what exactly is Winter of Code? Who is it meant for? Is it only for hardcore coders or can beginners also participate? The short answer is yes, it's about open source and coding, but no, it's not only for experts. By the end of the session, all these who, this, that questions should be clear. Now let's properly understand what Winter of Code actually is.
Now that we have seen the fun side, let's actually answer the big question: what exactly is Winter of Code? Winter of Code, or WOC, is a 3-month long open source program designed to help students get real hands-on experience by contributing to actual projects. Modeled after a Google Summer of Code, it gives you an opportunity to work on real projects that are actually maintained and used by the real communities and uh, people. During WOC, you don't work alone. You will be collaborating with mentors, organizations who guide you throughout the program. The focus here is not just on writing the code, but actually on improving your technical skills, learning how open source collaboration works, and contributing to meaningful real world projects. So whether you are new to open source or already have some experience, Winter of Code helps you learn, build, and grow in a structured way. To understand Winter of Code, it's important to first understand what open source actually means. In simple terms, open source software is a software that whose source code is publicly available. That means anyone can view the code, modify it, improve it, and work on the issues and contribute to it, and even distribute it, as long as they follow the project's license. Unlike closed software or proprietary softwares, where one company controls everything, open source is built by a community. Developers from different colleges, companies, and countries contribute together, fixing bugs, adding features, and improving the project over the time. To give you some familiar examples, Linux powers the most servers in the world, and the Android that we use on our Android devices. Mozilla Firefox is an open source browser. WordPress runs a huge part of the internet, and the TensorFlow is widely used in machine learning. So when you contribute to open source, you are not just writing code, but you are collaborating with a global community. This is the exact ecosystem where Winter of Code operates. Now, you know what Winter of Code is. The next obvious question is, why should you actually participate in WOC 5? First, skill development. You will be working on real projects, not just college assignments or anything else. This actually helps you to improve your coding skills, teamwork, and problem solving in a very practical manner. Second, community collaboration. Open source is all about collaboration. You'll work with developers from different backgrounds and learn how large projects are built and maintained. Yet, a big benefit is networking. You'll interact with mentors and peers who are already active in the tech community, and these connections often help beyond the program as well. WOC also helps with portfolio building. Your uh, your contributions are public, usually on GitHub, which means you have something real to showcase in your resume or even interviews. For many students, WOC becomes a career booster. It helps with recognition can open doors to internships, jobs, and referrals. Winter of Code is also a great framework for programs like Google Summer of Code. You learn how open source workflow work, and how to collaborate and how to write proposals. And finally, there are certificates and rewards as well, which acknowledge the effort and contributions you put in. So overall, Winter of Code 5 is not just a program, it's an opportunity to learn, collaborate, and grow.
Now let's go through the timeline for Winter of Code 5.0. So everyone is clear about the different phases and important dates. First, student application will be open from 15th November 2025 to 31st December 2025. This is the phase where you register and start exploring organizations and projects. Next, we'll have the inaugural ceremony on 10 January 2026, where we officially kick off Winter of Code 5.0 and explain the process in more detail. After that comes proposal writing, which will run from 10th January to 20th January 2026. During this time, you'll interact with mentors and submit your project proposals. Then we move into the community bonding phase from 25th January to 31st January 2026. This phase is meant for getting comfortable with the organization, understanding the code base, and setting expectations. The main coding phase starts from 1st February and goes till 15th March 2026. This is where most of your development and contributions will happen. Once the coding phase ends, there will be a mentor evaluation period from 15th March to 31st March 2026, where mentors review contributions and progress. And finally, we'll conclude Winter of Code 5.0 with the closing ceremony on 10th April 2026. So, this is the overall journey of Winter of Code 5.0, from applications to coding and finally to completion. Now, let's understand three very important terms you will hear a lot during Winter of Code: organizations, projects, and proposals. Organizations are open source communities or teams that participate in Winter of Code. They maintain real projects and provide mentors who guide students throughout the program. Each organization lists potential projects along with the technologies used and the expected outcomes. A project is a specific problem or feature that an organization wants contributors to work on through their skills and creativity. Projects can vary in difficulty. Some are beginner friendly, while others are more advanced. You don't randomly get assigned a project. You choose a project based on your interests and skills. A proposal is your plan of for how you will work on a selected project. In the proposal, You explain what the problem is, how you plan to solve it, what technologies you will use, and your timeline. Mentors evaluate proposals based on clarity, feasibility, and understanding, not just your experience. To give you a better idea of the kind of exposure you get through Winter of Code, here are some of the organizations that have participated with us in previous editions. These are real, active open source organizations working on production level software used by people across the world. Also, a quick update for everyone. We have started listing organizations on the Winter of Code website. You can already go to the website and start exploring the organizations and the kinds of projects they are offering. Many organizations will be added gradually. Now that you know where to find the organizations, let's talk about how you can apply for Winter of Code.
Now let's go through how you can apply for Winter of Code step by step. First, you can visit the official Winter of Code website, which is winterofcode.tech. On the website, you will find a register here option. When you click on it, you will be redirected to DevFolio platform. Next, either create a DevFolio account if you don't have one, or simply sign in. Once you have logged in, click on apply now on for Winter of Code 5. After that, you will need to fill the required details in the form, and you will be asked to upload your resume. Don't worry if it's simple, it does not have to be perfect. Finally, submit the application form, and that's it. You have successfully applied for Winter of Code 5. Applying early is a good idea, but don't stress. We'll share reminders and updates regularly. Try to fill the form as soon as possible before 31st December. This slide explain to contribute, how to choose a project and actually contribute once you have picked one. So first, start by browsing the list of available projects that are on our website. Take a few minutes to scan through the different projects and what they're about. See if any one of them catches your eye. Next, filter those options by your own interests and skills. Pick something that matches your technologies or tech stack you already know or want to learn, so learning curve stays manageable. Before deciding, open the project's README and any contribution guidelines. These documents tell you the project's goals, how to set it up, coding standards, and what the maintainers expect from contributors. Once you have chosen a project, look for beginner-friendly issues, often tagged as good first issue or beginner if you are just starting your open source journey. These are designed to help new contributors get started smoothly. Then fork the repository on your own account on GitHub and set it up locally on your machine. Install dependencies and run the project to be sure everything works on your device. Make small, focused changes instead of huge overhauls. Test your changes throughoutly, and so you are confident that they don't break anything. Finally, open a pull request following the project's guidelines. Add a clear description of what you changed and why. Link the related issue and be ready to respond to any review comments from maintainers. Now, let's review key sections of a strong proposal, what to cover in each one of them. The idea is to make your plan clear, realistic, and convincing. Start with a short, clear title that describes what to do. Avoid buzzwords. Make it immediately obvious what your project is about. And in the introduction, briefly describe who you are, your background, and why this project interests you. Connect your previous experience or skills to the project so maintainers see the fit. Under the objectives, state what you want to achieve during the program. Focus on 3 or 5 concrete outcomes like specific features, performance improvements, or documentation you will deliver. Use the timeline to break your work into achievable milestones over the program period. Mention what you will complete each week or phase so maintainers can track the progress. In the technical approach, explain explain your plan to implement your ideas. Mention tools, libraries, architectures, any trade-offs, showing you have thought through feasibility and risks. Finish with the acknowledgements, thanking the mentors and organization for considering your proposal. A short, sincere note reinforces your professionalism. Throughout the proposal, be specific, realistic, and show how you have researched about the project truly. Now, let's see a meme. So it shows your goal, submitting your WC proposal, feeling confident and prepared like a boss.
For successful participation, focus on three main habits throughout the program. First, effective communication with the mentors is key. Share regular short progress updates. Mention what you have completed, what you are working on next, and what you are blocked. Second, focus on consistency. Aim for steady weekly contributions instead of big last minute pushes. And track your tasks with a simple to do list or project board. Finally, be proactive. When you encounter an issue, investigate it. Try potential fixes and suggest options rather than waiting passively. That brings us to the end of the presentation. Now, I'd love to hear your questions, thoughts, or ideas about participating and contributing. Feel free to ask about project selection, proposals, timelines, or anything else that wasn't clear during the talk. Now, no question is too basic. If you're wondering about it, someone else probably is as well. So please go ahead and ask.
You can also answer. You can also ask a question in the chat, or even reach out us on our Discord if you have any. We are here to help you anytime.
Yes. If there are no more questions, then thank you all for your time and interest. Looking forward to seeing your contributions and proposals in the program. Also, one more thing to guide you through your application process, we have an application guide on YouTube as well. So you can visit there. Also, scan the QR code shown on the screen to register for Winter of Code.
Acha, hello, Kansha. Sorry to interrupt you. I guess there's one question in the chat.
Okay. Okay. For this, the projects that are mentioned in the website also mentions the text tag there. So like you can read the project what they want you to work on it. So you can go and read there. Just a second, I'll show you the website as well. Yes, this is the website, right? So here, when you go to the project section, they the organizations have started giving their projects here. So Like for example, this is a project and they have mentioned the tech stack you can the tech stack they are using here. So like Python, NumPy, they have TypeScript. So which tech stack fits you the most, you can go through them. Also, if you want to see the project, they have mentioned their GitHub repo as well. Also, they have given what the focus areas are, their core feature enhancement. You can go through them and see what fit you the most. Like we have the beginner level as well. Students will work on beginner level, intermediate level, and advanced level. Okay. So do we have more questions?
Okay, I think anyone have any question? Okay, some of people asking why the registration they have done registration in Devfolio but their profile not get selected yet. Can you give an idea when they got selected mail? Or if not, then why can reject?
Yes, I can answer this question. So basically, I am reviewing all the applications submitted on Devfolio. So currently, we have not yet rolled out all the acceptances yet. We do so in small batches. So currently, we have rolled out around 400 acceptances, and a whole lot of applications are pending. So by 25th, we will roll out another batch of acceptance. So there might your acceptance come in, or after the registration periods ends, if your profile have not been selected, then a rejection email will also come in. But hopefully, in Winter of Code, we don't have much rejections, so you will get in. Don't worry. Okay. And one more thing I would like to add regarding this: Winter of Code doesn't focus on any certain levels. It's totally based on your interest, which tech stack you are interested in, which project is exciting you. Even if you don't know about that, you have time right now. You can go through that project, you can go through your tech stack, you can add to your skills, and of course, for sure, you can give in the proposal for the project as well. So thank you guys.
Or anyone have any question still left? Thank you, Team GDG IIIT Kalyani, for joining us and help the student. We have a nice day. Thank you, everyone, for joining the session.
Thank you, Devine, for inviting us. So, so that's it, bye guys. Bye guys. And if anyone have any more questions in for future as well, you can join our Discord channel. Or if you're not comfortable sharing your concerns there, you can directly email to us as well. All the details have been provided on our website. Okay. So then, bye bye.